This episode of Live at the Blue Box has been brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com. Welcome to Live at the Blue Box. It's now time for Binge Worthy.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. And tonight we are doing Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Okay, has anyone seen it?
Wait, we got to introduce ourselves.
I want to know first.
You want to know first? Okay.
Usually we do this and no one's seen the show, and then we talk about it.
Then we talk about it and people go home and watch it.
It's much more fun when people know, a few people at least know what we're talking about.
So a couple people have watched Kimmy. Excellent. Season 1 or Season 2? 1.
Oh, okay, no spoilers. We haven't started yet.
So let's introduce ourselves. Let's start on the end there.
I am Molly Southgate.
Hello, Molly.
I'm Martha Southgate. I'm
Hello,
co-owner
Martha.
of Southgate Media Group and on such fine podcasts as Pinheads, the Pinterest podcast, and we're on Cuckoo for Who about
Whoop,
Doctor
whoop.
Who.
And Ever After.
Ever After, a Once Upon a Time podcast, and a million others. I don't know. We're on too many.
A lot of shows.
We're on a lot.
And I'm Rob Southgate, the other co-owner of Southgate Media Group. No one says hi to me, though. So
Hi, Rob.
that's all right.
Hi.
It's painful.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah. All right, so let's get
Because I
into
don't
this
know
thing.
you.
So how do we
never
do
met.
this? Do you give the synopsis?
I have
or?
I have some things.
I'm turning it over to
Do you want to give
you.
a synopsis, or do you want me to do my thing first?
I have to go into it. You do your thing while I get the synopsis.
Okay. So the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is a Netflix exclusive show, and it first aired March 6th of 2015, and the second season just dropped. 2 days ago? Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday, right?
So we haven't started yet, so we'll be doing that soon. But anyway, they have 13 episodes in the first season. They'll do 13 this season, and then they they got approved for a third season.
Yeah, they just got renewed for number 3, so awesome.
So it was created by Tina Fey and Robert Carlock, and stars Ellie Kemper, Titus Burgess, Carol Kane, who, hello, I love Carol Kane, and Jane Krakowski. And it was nominated for 7 Emmy Awards, including Outstanding Comedy Series.
Now, before you go on, I want to
about?
address something.
Address.
So Tina Fey and what's his name?
Robert Carlock.
Robert Carlock are the show creators on this thing.
Yeah.
I actually heard her interviewed. She was talking about this show. Do you know, I don't know, do you have this about some of the backstory on this?
No, I got nothing.
Okay. So the deal is, I mean, she did 30 Rock. He was a co-creator on that. Obviously a very successful show, right?
Yeah.
They pitched this to NBC, and they got turned down. And
They did.
they moved
True
it over
fact.
to Netflix.
No.
Netflix obviously ran with it. And NBC, now this is the best part. It hits, it's obviously really popular. People love this thing when it comes out. And because it's a binge show, it's like within a week, it's all over the internet. Everyone's like, it's amazing, I binged it. NBC then contacted them and said, okay, we have first look on everything you do going forward. Basically, they can just make shows and they just get approved.
Well, why would you, though? I would stay with Netflix.
I mean, come on. Well, so that's what's funny. I believe they have another Netflix show coming out because they're like,
Yes,
well, we don't
they
have to
do.
lock in. We
Do you
don't have
know
to be
that?
exclusive. You want us, you're going to have to play by
first
our
I'll
rules
give
now.
a synopsis, and then I have to find the other thing.
Okay, so
go
you want to
ahead.
give a
On all different
synopsis?
sites.
Do it, Molly.
You got a lot going on.
Rescued after 15 years in a cult, Kimmy Schmidt decides to reclaim her life by venturing to New York, where she experiences everyday life with wide-eyed enthusiasm. On a whim, she rents a room from Titus, a gay wannabe Broadway actor who makes ends meet as a street performer in Times Square. The unlikely pair find they're well-suited to help each other out, with Titus reintroducing Kimmy to modern life and her providing him with the inspiration that you should never give up. Together, they'll make it through whatever life throws at them. and also Lillian.
Would you like to say where you stole all that from? Because those aren't your words.
Yeah, you just stole that. Copyright.
Yeah, I did.
IMDb.
Plagiarism.
Where'd you get it from, Molly?
I don't really
what
know.
site are you on?
I'm just on.
You're on IMDb.
I was
no, I'm not.
right. I win. I win a Laurel and Hardy handshake.
No, you don't.
Thank you. So,
What was that?
I was trying to shake his hand. He left me hanging.
I did. So we actually watched this ourselves, and then we went back and we watched it with Molly. We weren't sure if it was appropriate, but she's kind of crossed over.
Well, she had already just watched Parks and Rec.
Yeah,
and
and
if
that
she's
was kind
seen
of the
that,
point
she
where
can
like
see
she's
Kimmy.
crossed over.
So
yeah, and she loves it. It totally fits her sense of humor.
are you with us or? Are you...
Yeah, no,
I'm
she's
getting
looking
something.
up. She's trying to see
Still
what's the
studying.
other show that's coming out. So what else do you have on there, Marth?
Why we got to talk about the opening theme.
The opening, yes. Now you guys that watch it, obviously you like it. You guys like it, right? Not listening.
They're not listening.
That's okay.
Or he's talking to
Yeah,
you.
you like the show, right? You like Kimmy Schmidt?
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's what I was asking, and you love it. And the rest of you need to go home and watch it, but not until after we're done.
Right.
So go ahead.
What? You're going to
You're
talk
gonna
about
talk about the theme.
No, I was hoping you would. It's by the Gregory brothers and Mike Britt.
Can you play it? We can.
No,
put
that
it-
would be very illegal.
No.
But we
Okay.
can talk about it.
But we can talk about it. So here's
illegal schmeeg.
when the show start. When the first episode starts, they show that they're coming out. These women are getting rescued from a bunker that's underground,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And they cut to this guy. They've got SWAT teams and they're pulling him out. They've got the news there, and it goes right into this guy who's like man on the street. Some guy that lives in a trailer right there, and he starts going, "These women are amazing. Women are unbelievable," and this whole thing. And then it starts turning into one of those, I don't know what you call
like
them.
a viral video.
One of those
that-
viral videos where they put
they
the
put it to
music
music.
track behind it.
Uh-huh.
And at first I'm kind of like, really, is this what this show's going to be? And by the end of the song, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't stop singing this stupid song.
And every
know.
time that little baby falls down, I freak out.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter how many times
I
I'm like, don't
love
let me see the baby fall down. I
that
don't like
opening so much. And they do, the first episode,
just
it's really
face
extended.
plants.
But then after that, it's the theme song.
Yeah, it's really good.
And, okay, you've watched season 2. Is it the same theme song? Awesome.
But the baby
Yay.
still, I got to watch the baby face plant.
So they rescue the women, and then that's what the story is Kimmy is reintegrating into society. She was taken when
Are
she
you
was like
raising your
16.
hand?
Yes.
That's
Interesting.
a first.
Yeah, I
What?
know.
What's up?
You don't even go to school.
I know.
Where'd you learn how to raise your hand?
I don't know.
Not from you.
No,
So-
not from you. Interesting fact. I binged this in a day. That's it.
That was your whole
Wait,
fact.
I have another
Well,
fact.
that's a great contribution. Thank you.
No, I have a good fact.
Are you in a competition with this
I got
woman back
this-
here?
I got this from IMDb.
Okay.
In an early episode, Titus faces. What? It's a new one. Okay.
Are you in the wrong thing?
No.
Oh.
All right.
it
This works
changed
great
her
on a
trivia-
podcast.
It
That's
changed
awesome.
her trivia question.
I'll
Oh,
get
okay.
it.
All right.
So yeah, that interesting thing about that song, I think, are the Gregory brothers. Does anyone know? Are they the ones that did that other viral video where the guy had there was a real one that happened. I think it was in Chicago where there was like a fire and the guy had this whole there's a fire and they did this whole like remix. I think it's the same people. What is it? Sweet Brown?
Oh, I love her. Yes.
Yeah. I think that's the Gregory brothers that did that. I think I could be completely
just made
wrong.
that up.
No, I think I'm right. If I'm
don't have a
wrong,
way of
it's
looking
because
it up.
Molly didn't do her research.
Peg, can you look that up?
Can you
It's
find
your
out
jo-
who's
you
dead
have one
this week
job
too?
here. You're our researcher.
All right. So what else do we have on here? You've
That's
got more
all
notes.
I have. No, I got nothing.
That's
I read
it.
all that.
Okay. So
What did you want to talk
When we talk
about?
about this show, when we talk about shows on Binge Worthy, we usually it's hard. We don't want to
There it is.
spoil
I found
things.
it. I found it.
Oh, never mind.
Jacqueline Voorhees' dog in the show is the same exact dog. I don't know how
That's
to.
her. That's Jane
That-
Krakowski.
Jane Krakowski's character, Jenna Maroney, owns on Tina Fey's previous comedy, 3D Rock.
30.
30.
3D.
Although
rock.
3D Rock sounds awesome.
That sounds like a Nick show or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the same dog?
Yeah.
Is it the actual?
And the same owner.
Well, yeah, but
It's
different
the
character.
exact same dog. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is.
Well, thank you
I
for
don't know.
that.
Did anyone watch 30 Rock? Okay. We watched one episode, so that tells you where we're at with it. Yep. Sorry.
Well,
I have a life, Lil.
You know
unlike
what?
You.
We were trying to watch it when Kimmy came out, and then we got distracted by.
We
Kimmy.
got distracted by
then
Kimmy.
we got distracted by Shameless and Girls and everything else that's
Parks and
on,
Rec.
and so we haven't gone back to it. There's a bazillion of them.
Yes.
So we just it's just
what?
gonna for 30 Rock.
Oh.
Okay, we were
We've
busy.
been busy.
We were busy adulting.
Right,
back then.
Lil.
Now we're not, but we were then.
Or trying not to.
now we're
adult.
This
trying
crowd
not
is turning ugly. What happened?
All right, we're supposed to be talking about the show. I
Yeah.
don't know. Something's wrong.
So
There you go.
sorry.
It's a comedy.
What's a Where did you come from?
I'm randomly just finding different.
So anyway, Jane Krakowski was great on that show. If you
It's-
liked her on that show, I think you're going to love her on this
she's
there is
Oh, yeah.
there is kind of a similarity in character, right? Where there's a similarity, but it's not exact. But she's so funny, and I think one of my favorite things is it's such a minor little thing, but I love her daughter's name,
Her stepdaughter.
Oh,
her stepdaughter?
Xanthippe.
Xanthippe.
But it's spelled with an X.
Because they're like really rich New Yorkers, and like they live in this bubble where like Xanthippe is a normal name,
Right.
And it's so hysterical. My other thing that I love, I mean, Carol Kane is obviously Carol Kane. She's always great, but Titus kills me.
Oh.
Titus Andromedon.
Yeah, that's her roommate.
Love him.
And his
He
actual
is-
name in real life is Titus.
Yes.
But not Andromedon.
No.
No, he kills me. There's an episode. So the way this guy makes money, he's a wannabe actor.
Oh my
And
gosh.
The way
Wait.
he makes money. Are you interrupting?
Yes.
I was going to say what it is. Is that
Okay.
okay? He parades around in a half Iron Man costume.
Right. So what it is, because he can't get work as an actor, he does that thing where he walks around
In a costume.
Like Times Square.
Times Square in a costume. And he's got this Iron Man costume that is ridiculous.
Because it's
And
not
it's
licensed.
Not Iron Man. It's not licensed. So he's got
Is that
this
what you
thing,
meant by half?
and
He
walks
doesn't wear
around-
just
Yeah,
half,
no.
half
There's
his
a great
costume.
payoff in it when he gets hired to work at Jane Krakowski's son's birthday, and the kid is like really violent. And all he wants to do is be like an evil hero or
Overlord.
whatever. And he
Villain.
just goes. They hire him to come in the Iron Man costume, and the kid just beats him with a bat. That's like his big birthday present. It is
He's like,
so
you're
hysterical.
You're the best, Kimmy. And Titus is like, ow!
And then Kimmy, Ellie Kemper, for those of you that watched Office, she was the secretary after
You didn't make it that far.
Pam was secretary.
No.
And she's like always like this sweet, innocent character, very funny. She's kind of the same thing here, but my gosh,
But,
is she
oh
funny.
my God. And she's just stuck.
Yeah.
So all of her references are from the 90s.
Yeah, well, she got
And her
abducted in the
clothes
90s when
and-
she was like 16. So
I think she was 14.
14. So like all of her references, like she talks about like loving the Babysitter's Club. She's like a 30-year-old woman, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, did you read that?" She's talking to like adult women, like they're talking about, "I read Lit and I read this." And she's like, "Did you read Babysitter's Club?" Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
She's just very stark. And you forgot to tell the best part. Who's about the guy who abducted him?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
his
find
name.
Him. Find him.
Oh,
So yeah, there's this guy that abducts him, and he's supposed to be like a David Koresh cult leader type of guy. Not really David Koresh, but that kind of like cult leader. And he abducts these women. He puts them in a bunker, and he tells them that the world is wiped out. Right?
yeah, it's ended.
It's ended. And he makes them do these ridiculous things, like they have to do this crank, and they just have to do the crank for no reason.
Well, no,
Wait.
there's a reason.
Well, yeah, there is.
We
but-
find out later there's a reason, but it's not a nice reason.
Right. But he
Oh,
just
it's
shows
fun.
up and he tells them, you've got to do this, and you're not my slaves, but they are, and you got to do this crank. And they have this like whole world they create under there. And the one woman doesn't speak English, and she was just
But
like
No.
she was just like the cleaning woman that stayed. It's so great.
Because all the other ones are like 14-year-old
Yes,
girls.
and I don't want to
Okay.
spoil anything.
They're held by Reverend Richard Wayne, Gary Wayne, played by John Hamm.
John Hamm.
Yes,
Woo!
John Hamm, and
I say John Hamm from Gallivant.
he's hysterical in it.
Sir John
But he's
Hamm.
always good, and he's
Yes.
one of my favorites. So I think we made that clear on these shows before. I really like John Hamm.
Did we ever do Mad Men?
No.
Oh, we need to do Mad Men.
Oh, we do. I love Mad Men.
All right, we can't get distracted.
Anyway, he's really
John
funny
Hamm.
in it.
I like to get distracted by
Yeah.
John Hamm, but we can't right now.
Yes,
I think it's-
I really like. I really liked his character. I thought the whole thing was great.
Mm-hmm.
There's a courtroom scene in it. You got to stick with it. What is it? 10 episodes?
13
episodes?
13.
By the time it gets to the courtroom, oh my gosh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite. So
The,
all
the,
right.
the weird judges.
So
Oh, and it's well,
Tina Fey.
Yeah.
It's the
Are there
creator.
and there's
any-
Chris Darden and.
are there any
what-
points that you guys want to highlight? Any things you want to bring up? I've been kind of over talking
Kimmy.
it. Oh, Kimmy.
Her sister, Kimi.
She's got a sister named Kimmy. Her name was because when Kimmy was adopted, her parents had another daughter. and named her-
Abducted.
Yeah, abducted.
Yes.
They had a daughter and they named her Kimmy. And she's like, really? You just named me after the other daughter? It's
At first, she was like, "Wait, you named her Kimmy?" And it's like, "No, Kimi." And she just kind of stared at him, and he's
Yeah.
like,
And-
"That isn't a name, is it?"
And her dad is played by, or it's her stepdad. I don't think
It's her stepdad.
Stepdad.
He's played by the guy from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
What is his name?
We're gonna find out.
The guy is such a good actor. Way to diss him. I'm going to start naming things he's in. Come on. He's in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Didn't see it. I have the action figures, but I didn't see it. Did you see Oh Brother? Okay. Did anybody see Oh Brother? He's the shorter guy. Do you know what I'm talking about? Shorter of the three guys. Yeah. There was George Clooney, John Turturro, and he was also
Tim Blake Nelson.
Tim Blake Nelson. He was in The Hulk. Yes.
He's
He plays like a brain-damaged cop in this. That's Kimmy's
Yep.
stepdad.
well, and
He's
after
got some
playing a
issues.
brain damaged guy on Oh Brother,
He's
Oh, and
kind
guess
of
what he
locked into
did?
the brain damage thing.
But guess what he
although
did?
he went to Brown and Juilliard, so
Oh,
I
no,
don't
he's-
think he's.
He
I
actually
don't
is an
think he's
excellent
actually
director
brain
too.
damaged.
He just plays. Well, it's like Barney Fife. Everyone thinks of Barney Fife as being this weak little. He was actually in real life. He was a drill sergeant. In real life, you would never know that about Barney Fife. Mm-hmm. Those of you that
But-
are under 40, you don't know who Barney Fife is, but
He looks like my sister. Does that count? Does that count as for anything?
yes,
He does.
throw her under the bus.
Oh, did I never say that before? Well, good that I just put it out there
Yes.
for all the world.
So what else do we
He
have
looks
on this
exactly
episode?
like your sister.
What else do we have on this show?
Oh, what was I going to say?
I think
Okay.
we just have to rate it.
I think we just have to rate it. So the way this show works is we always talk about, number one, we have a criteria. We say, is it binge worthy? And if it is, do you watch it all at once or do you space it out? Then we have worth the watch. It might be worth it, but, you know.
Not the best thing you'll ever see.
Yeah. Or don't bother. But we haven't picked anything that's don't bother because we're the ones picking them.
Right? We don't let the audience
Yeah.
pick for us.
I think the audience should pick for us.
No.
No.
So if you got one,
Binge-worthy.
throw it out there.
Binge-worthy.
What are you shouting?
And we'll tell you whether
Are you already
we might
voting?
take it. So if you got a
Yes.
good one, no.
Okay, there's like 5,000 episodes.
Yeah, but we could binge a season of it.
Yes, we could.
All right, we will binge a season of 30 Rock, not for the next one because we might be doing this next week. All right, so we got to get through.
Okay,
girls
so
and
Molly
many things.
already said binge worthy.
So okay, I say
Binge-worthy.
binge worthy. Also, what do you say?
Binge worthy.
And what do you say?
Sit down and watch the entire thing start.
Oh,
to
yes.
finish. Do not.
I
watched, as
just
I
bring
said,
your
Do you guys
snacks.
agree
as
with
I
that?
said, I watched it
Yeah.
in a day. I also ate nachos that day, which I was
I
very
don't
happy
think you
about.
watched it 6 hours of TV in one day.
No,
I watched
You
all.
probably watched it in a couple
no,
of
it was
days.
over a
No.
couple of days.
Mom, we sat down.
I'm good. DCFS
All right.
is going to come.
I watched it in a day. Trust me, I was there.
Apparently, we weren't.
Did I
Yeah.
feed you?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
I had nachos, remember?
Nachos. Who are you?
She remembers, believe me. So all three of us say binge worthy.
Binge it.
And sit down and binge right
We
through.
say-
And the audience that has seen it says the same thing.
I think we need a new criteria that just says binge the heck out of it.
Binge the heck.
This is a binge the heck out of it.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's just binge the heck.
Binge it in a day.
Eat some nachos. Nacho
Nacho
binge
binge it.
it. Nacho
Nacho
binge
We have a new
binge
title.
it.
Yes.
Nacho binge it.
This
Yes.
is a nacho binge. Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's it for Binge Worthy. All right.
That's it.
Thank you for listening, everybody. That is the end of Binge Worthy for tonight. We will be back in a few minutes with Pop Culture Countdown.
Oh, wait, no. All right, take it.
Thank you, Blue Box.